Isa ka pa rin ba sa nahihirapang mag-trade ng ranging or consolidation market? O di kaya naman nahirapan kang humanap ng opportunities kung saan uncertain ang momentum? Well, for this continuation ng ating TFP Champion Forex Price Action Trading Series, ituturo ko sa inyo guys how you can find better opportunities even the market is uncertain. So if you want to learn more, please watch the rest of the video. What is good mga champion and welcome back to another video. So, isa sa mga common difficulties ng kapwa natin traders ay mag-trade at maghanap ng opportunities sa isang uncertain market, which is yung ating ranging or consolidation. There's always a way how you can look for better opportunity, lalo na kung hindi mo sigurado yung momentum. So ngayon, I will teach you guys step by step how you can manage to trade a ranging market or consolidation to your advantage. So, nga pala, if you want to be part of our global TFP VIP Champions community, you might want to check out my offered 3 programs. This might be able to help you cater all your needs when it comes to your trading journey. So for the option 1, this is the TFP Champion 90-day one-on-one mentorship program. So this is usually done via Zoom, twice per week session, and the advantage is the schedule is dependent on your convenience and availability. So for the option 2, this is the TFP Champion Masterclass Lessons. So I have managed to prepare 28 masterclass lessons so you can learn at your own pace. These are all downloadable lifetime access videos, so there's no excuse learning the TAP Champion system. And lastly, for the option 3, this is the TAP Champion Bootcamp. So if you want a more fast track 5 weeks program, we will be meeting 4 times per week session, then definitely you'll be able to catch up and be better in less than 3 months. So without further ado, let's get straight to our charts. Alright, so again, the idea of trading a consolidation market, as I've said, is to take advantage of that equal highs and lows range. That is where we make money, yung range na yan. And mostly, tinitignan natin yan on higher time frame. So, the difficulty lies wherein yung mga traders is usually nag-trade saan? Doon sa lower time frame range. Okay, tandaan nyo guys, yung lower time frame consolidation, yung range na napaka-liit na lang ng gap na pwede nyo i-trade. Okay? For experienced traders, there's still possibility. But then again, I don't advise na mag-trade kayo ng consolidation on lower time frames. Kasi bakit? Wala nang enough range yung itatakbo ng market, as I said. So, again, normally, when I look for opportunity, lalo na kung consolidation market, I always try to make sure na I always see the structure on a higher time frame. Okay? So, simply, mas magandang i-trade yung mga higher time frame consolidation rather than lower time frame consolidation. Kasi bakit? Mas malawak yung pwedeng igalaw ng price, and from that, I can look for a short-term opportunity. That was happened dito sa trade na to, and I'll walk you through the process step by step paano ko nakakuha ng trade dito. So, kung titignan natin, normally, may criteria ko when it comes to looking for opportunity, lalo na kung ranging. At least, meron tayong dalawang touch, okay, sa equal highs and dalawang touch sa equal lows, okay? So, kung titignan natin to, this is really a simple consolidation market. So, kung titignan natin, meron tayo dito ang resistance, okay, by structure, di ba? Kasi, it exhibits an equal high nature. So, sabi ko nga guys, paano ba tayo gagawa ng range when it comes to your support and resistance? So, in this case, I will use the lowest point na common sa lahat and the highest point na common din sa lahat or highest point na pinaprovide nitong reaction. So, again, if I were to plot yung lowest point, possible na probably nag-touch common to every reaction ay ito yon, and then yung ating highest is ito. So in that sense, even though tinatansya natin yung resistance area on an average, okay, we can simply put a rectangular plane, alright, or simply a zone in that sense para ma-visualize natin that we are really on a resistance area or zone. So yan yung ating magiging resistance area, okay, by structure, right? So, again, this is our resistance area, which means meron tayong equal highs from this range, okay, this touch, and currently, now the market is sitting saan? Dito sa ating resistance area. So, am I sure na yung market is going up for a breakout or mag-react pa siya pababa? Okay? No one knows that until we verify dito sa lower time frame. So before that, I will still plot as well my equal lows, okay, which is yung ating support level. So there are instances na merong mga ganitong reactions, which means there is some sweep of some liquidities, okay, below. But again, ang point dito, we have an average point of view when it comes to your support. So ito yan. So you can consider this as your lowest point when you're going to make a zone. But nevertheless, ang point of interest natin when it comes to opportunity is simply itong nasa resistance. Okay? So the idea, can we have an opportunity for us to have a sell, okay, going down? Or should we wait na mag-break out itong level pataas so we can take a long position? Either way, ang pinaka-nearest sa ating hinahanap na opportunity is simply selling. Kasi we are on an area of territory ng mga sellers. So definitely, what we're eyeing to look for is a selling opportunity. Okay, so ito yung ating support, just to make it simple. Okay, I'll just ignore first itong ating itong lowest week na to. Ignore muna natin yan, and let's just focus dito sa ating zone from below. So again, highest and lowest, so that will be my range for my support area. Okay. Right, so this is going to be my support. So take note, I am on a daily time frame, which means I may need to look for short-term opportunity dito sa range or consolidation market na to. Okay, so the idea is to take advantage of this gap kasi diba, kung daily to daily to, we have a lot of space here that the market can move. Okay, rather than focusing tayo dun sa range or consolidation opportunity dun sa lower time frame kasi masyado nang maliit yung pwedeng igalaw na price. So you can still have a consideration when it comes to time frames such as 4 hours, but again, it's better to start on a higher time frame for us to have a better look ng market structure, di ba? So again, market price now is at my resistance, which means I am eyeing for a short-term sell opportunity. Take note, short-term only, okay? I may swing this trade, but again, what I did before from this scenario was a short-term opportunity using a 1:3 risk-reward ratio pagdating sa take profit. Okay? So, paano ang diskarte natin dito? Okay, we can see from the past few days, okay, couple of days na meron tayong bullish candlesticks. Okay, ibig sabihin yan, there is momentum ng buyers. So, in order for me to sell, I have to make sure na at least, okay, I have to wait na merong break of momentum pagdating sa recent candlesticks. So, di ba, kaya sabi ko, I always mark my equal highs and lows, okay, or mark my previous daily high and low, so which is ito, di ba, pwede natin consider yan, and ito ang ating low. Okay, so let's just mark this in near accuracy. Isin lang natin, no, para hindi tayo mamali. And yan, right? So I already have my previous daily high. Okay, take note, and previous daily low. So in order for me to decide for a sell, I must have to wait. Okay, I must have to wait to break through this previous low. Kasi bakit? I have to break a momentum of buyers given this bullish candlestick. So definitely I have to wait for another candle. So take note that during that time I was trading this is meron ng candlestick dito kasi this was a previous daily high and low, previous candle. So obviously, ang nangyari, I waited for a day para lang malaman if may significance ba na mag-sell or not. Okay, otherwise, plain. Okay, I have to wait more and wait for a breakout for either a buy opportunity. So what I did simply is to wait. Okay, so nangyari. Okay, so if titignan natin yung closing price, okay, nandito niya siya sa beyond ng ating previous low, okay, ng ating daily. So obviously we have a break of momentum from this previous daily candle. So, in that sense, anong gagawin ko? Can I sell now sa structure ito? Obviously not. Okay? That's why we have to look for in detail sa lower time frame natin. So, yung nangyayari dito, I have to look for dito sa lower time frame. So, I went down sa hourly. Kasi bakit? I was aiming for just a scalp opportunity or short-term opportunity. That's why I went straight sa 1 hour. And then, usually, kapag 1 hour yung aking next time frame, my execution time frame would be 5 minutes. So, I went down sa 1 hour to look for more structure to satisfy system rules. Okay? So, anong pinaprovide ngayon na information ng market? Take note that ito yung horizontal line as our previous daily low, di ba? So, marka ko lang. So, yung ating previous daily low, ito yung ating previous daily high, alright, is now acting as a support, and in future probably would be as a resistance once we have a confirmed reaction from this horizontal line. And as per our rule ng TFP water system as a sell, diba, we must be below certain confluences areas, alright? So again, as a selling HPT entry or zone, diba, we must be below horizontal support, we must be below, okay, trendline resistance, and we must be below a break of counter trendline support. So which means our area for HPT would be ito, yung tinutumbok natin for HPT. So hanggat maaari, we must be below in this confluences areas para mas high probable yung ating trade setup. Kasi ang punto naman talaga ng TFP war system by using these lines or these confluences levels is maging high probable yung ating setup, right? So ngayon, ang tanong mo lagi, nasa na ba yung current price ko? Okay? Am I below these levels na sinasabi ko pertaining to our rules? So I am now below horizontal what? Support. That's one. Okay? Second, if I were to mark the origin ng ating trend line, di ba? Meron tayo ditong reaction. And if I were to plot yung, kung makita nyo, di ba? May multiple reactions from the past, which means kaya siya naging horizontal support level from the past na ngayon will be acting as resistance. So I can use that as anchor point initially, and then since equal low naman yan, I can use the last bullish candle reaction, which is itong may pin bar na yan. So, use that point as your reference for the trend line. Okay? So, which means, it is safe to say that I am now sitting below ng HPT zone as a selling. Kasi, ngayon, I will be waiting for any selling pressure candle. Kasi ngayon, bullish candle pa yan. I don't have any sense na mas bumaba pa for execution time frame. Kasi, I want to wait for a shooting star or selling pressure candle para mas maging high probable. And that will be the anchor for my trendline resistance. Kasi ngayon, if I will use this as origin, I can use this definitely, but I want to make sure na magkaroon pa tayo ng pin bar, or inverse hammer or shooting star para, again, as a sell opportunity. Alright, so since selling to, I'll just change this to red. So, given that I am now within the HPT zone for selling, di ba? All I have to do is wait na mag-materialize yung next candlestick, or kung ano man, I have to wait for inverse hammer or selling pressure candle. So, ano nangyari dito? Right. So, from this, do I see any rejection as a selling point of view? Again, kung makita natin, meron tayong selling pressure candle given na mahaba yung sa taas, meaning there is rejection from this previous support now acting as a resistance, and now I do have an anchor for my trend line resistance. Okay, so I can use this as my reference point, diba? So makita nyo, I am now satisfying my TFP warrior confluences. Okay, so ibig sabihin, I am now below horizontal support, now resistance level. I have broke through this counter trendline support, and I am now below trendline resistance. So which means this area na tinutumbok natin ngayon, which the current price is sitting in, is a high probable trade setup for a sell opportunity. So, since I am on an hourly time frame, okay, I want to make sure na I have broke through momentum ng same thing na ginawa natin sa higher time frame kanina na daily. Gusto ko, I want to break through this momentum ng buyers kasi we want a follow through, di ba? So, kailangan natin mabasag itong momentum ng last bullish candle para mag-make sense na we really want to sell. So, again, I can execute right away if gugustuhin ko as a swing, but again, I was just aiming for a short-term opportunity. Alright? So, again, same rules, same concept. Use this as my previous hourly low. Okay? That would be acting as a support na kailangan mabasag yan for me to verify na I'm really on a bearish run. Okay? And take advantage of that drop. Okay? So, again, this is going to be my previous H1 low. Okay? So, yan yung ating yan. So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko? Now that I am now sitting at HPT zone, aware tayo dyan, I am on a high probability selling now. Okay? Ang problema ko na lang is execution and entry. So, ibig sabihin, bababa ko ng mas lower time frame to verify that can this previous H1 low be broken? Okay? So, I want to see more details sa 5 minutes. So, I went down sa 5 minutes. Okay? So, tanggalin ko lang tong circle para avoid confusion. And kung makita nyo, now, we have more clear structure to follow the same rules na ina-apply natin mapa-higher or lower time frame. So now, we'll just following the same rules for our execution. Okay? So, provided na yung red zone is H1 HPT, I want to align with that and in harmony with my 5-minute execution time frame. So again, I use this anchor point as my natin yan. So, the goal is, alam niyo na, I must be below horizontal support, will be acting as future resistance. I must be below this counter trend support, which now hindi pa rin naman nababasag. And I must be below a trend resistance. So, ideally, we're already below trend resistance. So, but if ever magkaroon pa ng another formation from this perspective, then it will be better para mas high probable pa yung ating entry. But, again, at least to confluence, enough na to for me to verify that I am now can trade and execute on a high probability selling execution. Alright? So, makita nyo, kung ano yung ginawa ko kanina sa H1, yun yung gagawin ko sa execution time, which is 5 minutes, para, again, mas maganda yung ating pasok and mas convincing in terms of high probability. So, again, ito yung ating 5 minutes. Diba? Yan. Kasi ito yung ating H1. So, again, at this point, we don't have any satisfaction of rules yet. Okay, we have to satisfy the rules. We have to follow our rules, di ba? So, syempre, we have to wait. Okay, 10% execution, 90% waiting. That is what I am following diligently pagdating sa execution. So, quality setup, okay, is always a priority more than assumption. Hindi tayo pwede mag-assume na even though nasa HPT zone na tayo sell, okay, we don't want to be that aggressive para i-assume natin na mangyayari agad yon. Again, validation is key, confirmation is key, right? Lalo na sa execution time frame. So, the market consolidated for quite some time, but again, I do understand na kasi meron pang momentum yung buyer. So, that's why we have to break through this trendline support. Yun yung idea, kaya binabasag natin yun. Right? So, ano nangyari dito? Right? So, now that we have broke through this two confluences, ito yun, and dito, okay, all we have to do is wait for a pullback, di ba? Mas gusto natin mag-sell when we are at a resistance. So, hanggat maaari, we wait for the pullback for us to be convinced. Okay, so I waited for the pullback that time when I was trading this. Okay, so this is the thought process on how I trade. I'm just doing the same thing all over again using the TFP Warrior system rules, di ba? Alam na yun ng mga avid followers and subscribers ko how I trade and how I use these basic concepts to my advantage. Okay, so take note, even though we have the separate TFP champion system, this was my bread and butter, how I trade and how I made money from these simple concepts. And that is what I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, so dito pa lang, pwede na kayo kumita. So again, if you really want to get serious, as I've said, you may want to join our 90-day one-on-one mentorship program. So again, we have to wait for a shooting star or a selling pressure candle in that sense. Okay? So, we have to react dito sa ating, diba? Naalala nito, I will just mark this as kapalan natin and make it blue. Okay? Ito yung previous hourly low natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, hanggat maaari, since now acting in future as resistance, mas maganda mag-react yan yung market. And, take note, we are aligned with the hourly trend resistance kung i-extend ko to, di ba? Yan. Ay, sorry. Okay. So, we have to wait. I've waited for several hours because of this. But then again, quality setup is always worth it more than anything else. Okay? So, doesn't have to be volume-wise when it comes to trading. Hindi naman ito paramihan ng trade. It's all about having quality trade lagi. So, we need to have a reaction. Yeah. Okay. I can remember this shooting star or selling pressure candle. It simply touched my key level of horizontal support, di ba? Acting now as resistance, which means kung makita nyo, I am now below this, di ba? I have broke through this trend line, counter trend support. I am now below trend line resistance, horizontal resistance rather, and I am now below trend line resistance coming from our H1. So again, it totally makes sense na yung tinutumbok natin is HPT zone ng execution time, which is 5 minutes. So, ngayon, what I did was execute a market or instant execution using a, yan, dito ako nag-enter nun. Okay, stop loss, I don't want na tinitipid yung stop loss because I'm already at the short term. So again, I was aiming for a 1:3 risk to reward ratio at that time. Just my standard for a less greed approach. So alam naman nyo yan. But if you want more accuracy when it comes to more profit, okay, which you have to wait more, again, taas lang yung timing. But in this sense, okay, 1:3 was my goal that time. And I was just aiming for a short-term trade. Okay? It might take several hours kasi, again, yung aking risk is medyo mataas. Okay? From this point of view, I can lessen my stop loss level along the way using trailing stop or partial profiting. Diba? But again, standard is always 1:3 for me. Okay? I was just aiming for 1:3 reward ratio. Yan. Yan. Okay? Nothing crazy, no? It's all about less greed approach para maging consistent tayo. Okay? I don't want to have this mentality na more. Again, I was like that when I was beginner. I was a beginner, but again, as you mature as a trader, no, you just want to be consistent and be profitable because 1:3 risk to reward ratio, malaki na yan. Okay? If you have a huge account as well. So again, I don't want to be greedy na. Importante is I was always aiming for a compounding growth ng aking capital, right? So, nangyari, obviously na-trigger ako the following candle, and what happened next? Okay, so I was on a drawdown for several hours, okay? Tandaan nyo guys, hindi porket drawdown kayo or negative kayo for several hours for quite some time, hanggat hindi tinatamaan yung set ng stop loss, you are not yet a loser. Okay? Hindi patalo yung trade nyo. The moment na manual exit nyo yan is the time na talagang nagiging reality na yung losses. Okay? So, again, you have to overcome this mental toughness when it comes to monitoring your chart, lalo na kung ikaw ay on a drawdown. Okay? So, again, you just have to stick with your rules, with your analysis, and if you know you satisfy your system rules, then just let it run. Alright, so what I did was I let the market run, hindi naman hit yung stop loss, even though I was on a few hours drawdown. Alright, alright, so tingnan natin, consolidated for quite a bit, but again, I took profit from this around same level, around yan, 0.66582. But again, ang point dito is not just the profit, but yung process on how I managed to take this trade or took this trade from a range or consolidation. Alright, so again, I already have took profit from this trade. Okay, so importante dito is you follow your system rules. Okay, whatever happens, importante is you know your rules and you already know what you're doing in the first place. So, kailangan meron talaga kayong proven system in the sense. So, again, this is just me showing you how you can look for opportunity on a range, sideways, or consolidation market. Nothing really crazy about this trade. All I had to do was to simply follow my rules and stick with it. It might take some time, but ang importante is hindi ako nag-deviate sa rules ko, okay? That is where consistency comes from. And that is how you be profitable in the long run, okay? Be patient and know how to trade, especially approaching your or having a good approach for your risk management, okay? Kasi bakit? Even though magaling tayo technicals, if we have poor trading psychology and risk management, okay, eventually, you will fail this industry, okay? Kaya importante na marunong tayo mag-manage and balance these three key areas as a skill, di ba? Psychology, risk management, and technical analysis, okay? So, that will be it, guys. So, I hope may natutunan naman kayo for this lesson and continuation ng ating TFP Champion Price Action Trading Series. So again, consistency is the key. Learn more, practice more, and apply whatever you learn from this video. So again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP Champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng sumusuporta. God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP Champion Student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs and some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So yeah, this is just a minor announcement and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profit from the market. But as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang and thank you very much. Right, bye-bye.